Hey Misfits! Welcome to our channel.
So today we're talking about Christmas traditions and what we are used to doing and what we plan on starting as well. So I know you, being the family-oriented one, definitely have to have some traditions.
Yes.
So what are some traditions that you had?
So we had a lot, but our top three were baking Santa cookies. We used to make a little competition out of it between, when I was really young, it was between my older sister and my younger brother. And we would get to see who made the best cookie for Santa and who got to decorate it the best. So that was something that I was always looking forward to. And then Santa just so happened to like mine because mine would just be gone. Like, it wouldn't, you know how like
That's
Santa
awesome.
just takes like a bite from cookies because he's eating like thousands of cookies a night?
Yeah.
Yeah, my cookie would just be gone. So
Yours were so great, we had to have the whole cookie.
I'm just Santa's favorite.
You must be.
Yes. Another one was watching all of the classical stop motion Christmas movies. So like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman. Our favorite one to watch was A Year Without Santa Claus with Heat Miser. That was our favorite to watch, especially watching it with my dad. Another big tradition that we did was always go around and look at all the Christmas lights within the neighborhoods. As we got older, my dad used to take us to a place called Flatiron Farm, and they had all of the lights synced up to music. They had a little Santa's workshop. They had like a little petting zoo. I remember this one time a lamb licked my foot. And I was grossed out at first because I'm like, oh, why did it lick my foot? But then it's just like, that means you're blessed. And I was like, do you know who you're talking to? Are you sure? But those were mine. What were a few that you used to do when you were little?
Well, I wasn't real big on traditions, but the biggest thing that we did was have the Hallmark movies on in the background and of course watching all of the classical movies, all of the classic movies. Yes, with popcorn and hot chocolate. Hot chocolate with milk, not with water.
You can make it either way.
Milk is always better.
What if you're lactose intolerant?
Well, then you have to suffer through the water. But, yeah, always the hot chocolate. We always had festivities at the church, too. It was always fun to go by the church for, like, the craft fairs that we had. That was one of my favorite things. But, yeah, we did definitely do some Christmas plays. Those were pretty fun. I remember one was with poinsettias. It was like called the Christmas flower or something like that. That was when I was really little.
Okay, I was about to say, I know nothing of the church scene, so.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was a blast. I love my church family. But other than that, a big thing that we did almost every year was go see my family down in Florida, actually. Just about every year around Christmas time, New Year's Eve time, we would go down to Florida and visit some of my family down there, and we'd go to Disney World as well. And of course, around this time, they have the Christmas lights. You'll see some of that here soon. But I always love going to see their Christmas lights, their decorations. They have the castle decked out so beautifully, and they used to have the Osborne family Christmas lights. And it was this big show in Hollywood Studios that they would put up all of these Christmas lights, and they would give you like the glasses. They were special glasses that you put
Like 3D?
Kind of 3D. They were similar to 3D glasses, but when you put them on and you looked at a light, it didn't matter what light it was. It would turn those like little starbursts into shapes. I remember one year specifically, it was angels. That was really cool.
Did you get to keep the glasses?
Yeah, you got to keep the glasses. I have a pair somewhere. I've got to find them.
I want them.
I'll show you if I can find them.
Alright.
But yeah, that was always a big thing for us as well, is around the holiday time, just going to Disney and seeing the Christmas lights. The last one, going down to see my family, my grandmother would always deck out her house for Christmas. She had, she would usually have like 3 or 4 Christmas trees in her living room with different themes, and she would have a couple of them be spinning. She had certain ornaments that would spin too, which was really neat.
I think her and I could get along for Christmas.
Oh yes, definitely. You definitely could. She had these cute little Mickey and Minnie, kind of like our Mr. and Mrs. Jingles, that they were about this tall, and but they were animated. So you plug them in, or you put in batteries. I'm not sure which one they were, but they would sing and they would greet you, and one of them had a lantern. It was just super cute. They were dressed up in Christmas outfits. But yeah, I always loved going to see her house being decked out for Christmas. Yeah, those are pretty much my Christmas traditions. I guess I had more than I thought.
Oh yeah. So basically we adapted from what we grew up with as children, and then integrated it into as adults. Yeah. So our current traditions are definitely still baking cookies.
I'm super excited for that. Maybe not necessarily the baking of them. I'll leave that to this one.
Yeah.
But the eating, Santa might not have any cookies left.
Okay, no. Santa gets cookies. Them's the rules.
But I want the cookies.
I will make you your own cookies.
Okay.
But Santa gets cookies too.
You might have to hide Santa's cookies.
No.
Okay.
And then another thing that I kind of brought into our traditions is giving. And especially around the winter holidays, especially living in areas that are super cold, what I've always done going into an adult is throughout the year, if I've noticed that I don't wear certain clothes or if I don't use certain items, then I will find somebody in need who needs it. So every year, around this time, will gather up all these things, especially with me losing weight now, having all these clothes, instead of giving it to Goodwill or Salvation Army to where you have to pay to get it, I just find somebody in need who needs the stuff, and then I'll divvy it out to other people. And then I kind of brought that in, and we kind of turned that into a whole tradition to where that's what we do at the end of each year.
Yeah. So I think we have, 2.5 bags? Mostly of your stuff. The majority of it is your stuff. I need to go through my closet again. I'm definitely going to be doing that within the next couple weeks, going through all of my old stuff, because I know I need to reorganize and clean that out, and then of course my clothes as well. So yeah, definitely hopping on that train of
Giving
and finding people who need it.
Oh yeah.
The third one is something that
My
I'm
favorite.
excited.
Okay, so both of us, again, love Christmas, me more than her, but we have a Christmas Eve tradition to, no matter what we're doing Christmas Eve, in the background we will basically be having a marathon of all of the Santa Claus movies.
Yep. 1, 2, and 3, and then can we throw in like extra random Santa Claus movies, just ones that have Santa Claus in them?
That's okay. We can do that. As long as we get through 1, 2, and 3 first.
Yeah, definitely. Hot chocolate and everything.
Oh, yes. And eggnog.
Eggnog, oh my goodness, yes. Hey, if you have any special recipes with eggnog, please let us know. I'm very interested.
This is her first year having eggnog.
Okay, technically it's my second year, but I don't really remember the first time.
This is her first year having eggnog.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But yeah, that is our traditions. Something that we did when we were children and how we have adapted that into our everyday adult life.
Yeah, and what we will hopefully be doing for a few years to come. Yeah, if y'all have any unique traditions that you guys do, go ahead and leave them in the comments.
Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting to read over and then maybe adapt to as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for
Thanks
watching.
for watching.
Be welcomed.
And get creative.